Hope this Friday finds you well. Country gentlemen, some Boswell's Cherry Smash. Previously, I had that full of Orley Golden Slice. Both of them have been quite enjoyable. Kids stayed up late last night. They're not quite mobile yet. They're going to a friend's house here in a little while, so it's going to be quiet around here today. I like quiet. I'm going to a surprise birthday party for a friend of mine tonight. I believe it's the first surprise party I've ever been to, which is kind of surprising. Is that irony? Anyway, I'm going to sit this down for a minute. Got a little prop here this morning. Remember these? This is one of my sons. I remember when these came out. What? About 1982 or something like that. I don't remember the year, but I do remember being frustrated as hell. The way I finally figured out how to fix it was to take it apart, put it back together. My wife said she used to take the stickers off of hers. But, I was thinking about this and how life would be nice if it were in a nice, neat little package like this. You got your family, friends, faith, your job, your health, fun. You got to take care of all those things. You got to get them in the right order to function. You can take a couple of right turns, make a pretty little package, drop it, whatever. If you remember where you turned, it's not too difficult to get things back in order. But if you take a couple of wrong turns or act too quickly, pretty soon everything can be messed up. And it's not nearly as easy to get things back in order. Life turns into a big mess sometimes. All of a sudden it's hard to tell what's what. Things can get kind of jumbled up. You can't figure out how to separate friends from family, from health. It all's kind of one big mess. But so you start working at it. Things can get rather complicated. Can be overwhelming sometimes. Just keep on turning. Keep your wheels turning. Hopefully you get things worked out. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. It's hard to say sometimes. But you keep trying, right? Sometimes you get little bits lined up here and there. Maybe you have to work harder at some areas than you do the other. But eventually, you start to get little pieces of it worked out. Sometimes it's not as easy as you remember it being, or it's a lot harder than you thought it would be. Sometimes you can get something worked out. It's like, okay, I got my family situation fixed. Now I can move on and deal with something else. And that's where it can get complicated, because you start trying to fix this side, your friends. Every time you turn something to do that, you mess up the other side. It's all about balance. You got to balance everything together. You just keep on plugging away. You're going to encounter difficulties. Sometimes it seems like you're just spinning your wheels. That's part of life. This thing, if I remember correctly, there's something like 14 quadrillion different ways to fix it. I don't remember. There's probably a whole lot more ways to try to fix life. Some of them work, some of them don't. Like that right there. You mess it up sometimes, you have to go back and start over. Sometimes it seems like you never get it worked out. You think. Sometimes you can't even find the right pieces, much less how to get them put into place. Keep on plugging. And things start to, almost look like there's some kind of order. But it's not always that simple. It's not always that simple. You just have to keep digging. Sometimes you have to ask your family for advice. Sometimes you have to count on your friends. Sometimes, most of the times, you need to lean on your faith. Sometimes you got problems at work. Sometimes your health goes bad. That's all part of it. Key is balance. You got to balance all that stuff together and just keep on plugging. And you get everything almost figured out, and there's like pieces that are turned the wrong way. It's like, how can I fix that without messing everything else up? But you just have to have faith. Keep on plugging. Make the right turns. And eventually things might work out. If only life were that easy. Have a good day.